welcome back to another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to be requesting another payout with Topstep. This week, I hit another 5 days of 200 on one of my Express accounts. So now it's time to be requesting another payout, okay? In order to get a payout with Topstep, you need to hit 5 days of $200 or more. And I did that this week. And that's the only rules. Once you're funded with Topstep, that's the only rule that they have. Reach 5 days of $200 or more and get paid out. Whether you're at $3,000 in your account, $6,000 in your account. Once you hit them days, you can take 50% of whatever your account balance is at, so you can leave that buffer too. And that's why I like Topstep so much and why they're one of my favorite prop firms. They've got simple rules to actually pass the funded account, and once you're actually funded, it's very simple to get paid out and there's no questions asked. And I've had many payouts with Topstep, and every single time it's been within 24 hours of me requesting the payout. The funds are actually in my bank account. So that's insane, and that's what you want with a prop firm, guys. You don't want to be, putting all this work in and then getting rejected or having some hidden rule. Topstep have no hidden rules. It's literally just you pass the funded. If you get your 200 days on payout, you can take 50%, and I think that's great. So I'm going to be requesting that payout shortly with you. But first, what I want to do is I want to jump onto Topstep X and I want to explain how to place the different positions that they've got on there, because I know a lot of people struggle how to place buy stops, how to place buy limits, sell limits. So what I want to do is I want to just jump on quickly to Topstep X and explain how to place and manage them positions. Okay, so let's get straight into that now. I'm not going to be executing on my XFA accounts that I've got because I don't want to risk taking random trades on them. This is the Project X Topstep X platform, and it's great because everything is just in one place and you can see everything on one screen. You got your account type, you got your balance, your maximum loss limit on the account. That's your realized daily P&L. So if you take a trade and you're $150 up, that will show you $150 profit for the day, and that is your running profit, guys. So if you're in a trade and you're $60 down, that'll say -60, okay? They're basically all your account statistics, okay? So how I prefer to execute on Topstep X is if you just right click, all your orders come up, whether you want to market execute, whether you want to place a stop order or a limit order, they're all here in one place, okay? And I'm going to go through every single one of them now, okay? So if you're a trader who doesn't place pending orders, whether that's a buy stop or a sell limit, if you're not a trader who trades with orders and just wants to get into the market straight away, what you'll do is, let's say you want to buy right now at the current market price, what you will do is you'll just right click and you'll just go market buy. And right now I'm on micro gold, so it's only going to be $1 per tick that price moves. But let's say that you want to execute, at market, at the current market price, you would just right click, head over to market buy, and you would put, okay, market buy 1, and that would enter you in for, well, in this case, 1 micro gold contract, okay? And this is just $1 per tick of increment, okay? And like I say, you'd be executed at market. You wouldn't be waiting for price to come into a certain place in order to get executed. It'll just enter you in where the current market is, okay? And if you want to modify your position, it's very, very simple. All you need to do is click your P&L at the time. So if you want to, for example, set your stop loss because we're in a buy, all you do is click the entry, the line, and drag it down. So let's say you want to put it on this low here, you just drag it down, and there would be your stop loss at -$101. And if you wanted to set take profit, you would just click it and drag it higher, like so. So now you can see you've got your market execution buy, you've got your stop loss and your take profit, okay? And that is how you would modify your position, your take profit and your stop loss. And let's say, okay, you finish with this position and you just want to close it out at the current market price. You can see -18. You would just come here and press close position, okay? So as soon as we press that, you can see we've closed that position and we're out of that trade, that market execution buy, okay? And can you see here, your realized profit for the day is now red because we've just taken -$18, but it's just an example, guys, okay? So the next order that we're going to go through now is the stop order. And with a stop order, you are executed as price passes through that level, okay? So let's say that you want to buy as soon as price passes through this current 15-minute candle high here, okay? Well, what you would do is you would hover over that level, you would right click, you would go stop buy, and you would press 1, okay? And that is where you would get executed if price passed through here. So what you'd be looking for now, is price to push up. Once price hits this level like so, you'd be executed into this trade, and you'd be looking for price to continue higher and take you into profit like so, okay? So let's just drag this down a little bit for the example, okay? You can see we're not executed into this order yet, and let's say we want to buy as soon as price comes into this level. Let's see what happens. Let's push it down a little bit so we can actually get executed, just for the example of the video. Look, as soon as it passes through, we're executed into this position. And it's the same process for setting your stop loss and your take profit. Let's say you want to have your stop loss below this red candle. Well, that's where your stop loss would go. And let's say you want to have your take profit up here. Bang. There's your execution for this trade, okay? And let's say, okay, you're happy with your profit. Let's close out. Bang. Look at that. And now we've just taken profit on that trade. We're in profit for the day now on your realized daily P&L, okay? So that is the buy stop or the stop order. It's the same for sells, guys. Like I say, I'm only taking buys here. It's the same for sells. If you wanted to take a sell stop, you just have it below. So the last order I'm going to go through now is the limit order. So with a limit order, you place your order where you want price to into. So before, with the stop order, we entered as price passed through the area. So let's say that we had a buy stop here. As soon as price pushed into this level, the stop order would activate and it would pass through and take you in. With the limit order, let's say you had a limit buy down here, okay? A limit buy, you'd be waiting for price to come down into this level. Once price comes into the level, that is when you'd be executed into the buy, okay? So with a stop, let's say with a buy stop, you would have your buy stop on the high of the candle, and once price passed through it, your buy stop would be activated when it passes through. With a limit, you're waiting for price to come into it, okay? And let's say that you wanted to set your limit order, say at this candle low or just below it, you'd simply go right click, limit buy, 1. You wouldn't be executed until price came into it, okay? So with a buy stop, if I just show you an example, a buy stop, you would set, say you wanted it at the candle high, you would put there. Once price starts passing through the level, that is when you'd be executed. That's the difference between a stop order and a limit order, okay? If you were wanting to get into on a buy stop, you'd wait for it to pass through and execute you in. If you wanted to enter on a limit, you'd wait for price to come into the level and then take you in on a limit order. So let's just say in this example here, let's say that we want to have a limit buy in. We would simply just put a limit buy here, just for the example. Let's just put a limit buy close to where current price is, and let's watch price come into it, okay? Let's just put it a little bit higher so we can see that price executes it as it taps it. So once price comes into this level, we will get executed. With a buy stop, you'd have it above current price. With a limit, you'd have it below, and it's the same for sells too, okay? As soon as price comes into this limit order, it'll get taken in. Like I said, limits are always below current price, buys are always above, and it's the same process for stop loss and take profit. Let's say you want stop losses below the current candle, you just click and drag down. And for buys, let's say you want it above the current candle, you would click and drag higher, okay? So let's just say, right, you want to close this position now, wherever it is, you just press the X, okay? And that is exactly how you execute and set take profit and stop loss on Topstep X, okay? So what I'm going to do now is actually payout time. So let's head over to the Topstep Payout section. I'm going to show you exactly how to request a payout when it is time for a payout with Topstep, okay? So let's go. So this is the payout section on Topstep, and if you look to the left, all your details are there. All you need to click is that to the left, payout request, and it'll come up with these two options. You know, you can either select Wise or wire transfer. So they convert it from USD for me anyway, so I always just select Wise. So let's press Wise here now. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm just going to fill out these details. I'm just going to put my Wise email in. I'm going to put my payout amount that I want to request in, and I'm going to put my target currency in, and then I'll get back to you, okay? Okay, guys, so email's done, target currency is done, and you can see my current balance on this account is $2,833. So I'm just going to request half of this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 1,400, just less than half of the actual balance, because with Topstep, like I say, once you hit $200 days, you can withdraw up to 50%, and I'm just going to keep it under that 50% withdrawal. So $1,400, Great British Pounds, is going to be the currency that I get when they send it to my wallet. And if we just look at these things that we need to confirm, have we had 5 winning days of 200? Yes, I reached that yesterday. I reached another 200 days yesterday, so that's fine. I can tick that. The payout request does not exceed 50% of my current account balance. No, it doesn't. You can see it's less than half of 2,800, 1,400. Absolutely fine. We can tick that. This is already filled out. This banking information is already filled out on your first payout. So when you do your first payout on Topstep, you need to upload this form for them with your banking details. I've had many payouts with Topstep already, so I can just skip that. And these other things that are required, I understand going forward, my account balance can't go below 0. Like I say, you need to leave that buffer. Okay, I understand. Click that and acknowledge. Okay, good. This now looks ready for me to submit and accept this payout, okay, with Topstep. So if we just press submit now, bang, look at that, great work, your payout request was successfully submitted and a confirmation email will be sent to your inbox. So it's as simple as that. Now I'll get an email from Topstep confirming the withdrawal, and that's it. That's done in about 24 hours, 1 working day. I should have that money in my account, okay? And that's a good payout from Topstep there. And I did take a payout last week with Topstep 2, which I'll show you now, $1,550. So that's close to $3,000 in 1 week, 7 days with Topstep. And not only do I trade with Topstep, I've got an Alpha Capital and Top 1 futures account too. I took a $2,800 payout with Alpha this week also. So like I say, we've taken about $6,000 in payouts just this week from prop firms, which is insane. And that is the power of prop firms, guys. Like I say, it's not just me taking these payouts. I've got members in the Discord community coming into the community, learning the strategy and the skill set, then passing these prop firm challenges too, and then going on and getting payouts and making money themselves. Okay, so that's great to see. So if you do want to join a great community of traders, learn the full strategy and start getting these results for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description to sign up today. And yeah, that's it, guys. That is how you execute on Topstep and how you take payouts. So I do go live on YouTube every single day for the US session. So make sure you're tuning in to them and make sure to join the Discord community if you do want to learn the full strategy and start seeing these results for yourself. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Peace.